All right, it is reset day, and the servers actually came up earlier than I expected. I was just kind of chilling, trying to do some video editing, but it looks like we're back in action. All right. Uh, so first thing I need to do is figure out. I think there's some sort of. Well, first let's get the Great Vault. First thing you do on Tuesdays, you gotta get the Great Vault open. Let's see. It's always disappointing, but gotta do it. What's this? Haste Mastery neckpiece? A mythic trinket. Pretty sure this trinket's bad. Haste Mastery. It's kind of tempting to pick this up just because. Nope. Let's get these. All right. Okay. Now, as far as I know, whoops, 1 second. Let me set up my stream thing real quick. Okay. I think there's some sort of new quest or something to get some fancy new belt. I believe it's this one. Overcharged delves.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusions. Speak and be heard.
Too far away. We are a light in the darkness.
Speak! Fight with honor! Die with glory!
I cannot click this guy. There we go.
Strong, my friend. Your aid brings hope.
Trouble in the Highlands. Travel to Arathi Highlands?
In my heart.
Okay, but I don't think that's related to the belt. I believe I get the belt from doing some sort of like. Wait, I missed a quest over here.
I will see you through the shadow.
Weird.
Must investigate before we
Oh,
declare war on
is he gonna send me right now?
Champion, lamplighter.
Ready?
I don't want to do that right now. I need to.
Joining us, champion.
Yeah, what's this guy? Lore walking? Where is he? Here. What is this? Oh, you get toys. Okay, I'll do this later. Little Rocker Cho, you sit tight. I need to find this belt. Hey there, Fist of Fury. Click on the quest on your quest bar on the right and go to it. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Go to the Ringing Deeps. Okay. Let's do it. I might be a little laggy. I was editing some videos, so that required me to download some past VODs. Super important. Let's take a look. Wait, go to Halfall. Okay. We're going to Halfall. You got me, big dog. Thank you, Fist of Fury. I do appreciate that. Oh yeah, this is I would never find this otherwise. I don't think I've seen any confirmation still whether it's nerfed in PvP or whether PvPers are going to need to get this. Because that's going to start getting annoying if you. Hey, Alex. Well, next one is just going to be a replay. So demonology solo shuffle replay. Because I've done commentary for affliction and for Destro replays. Wait, I don't see the quest giver over here. Oh, he's downstairs. I see. Wait. What? Is it? Is it inside the delve? Tier 11, baby. Okay. Should make a new lock in 2400 using the one button rotation. That's a really great idea. Wait a second. Wait. I feel like. Oh, here. Titan consoles. Complete quest. Titan discs. Obtain Titan disc. Okay, whatever. I guess I have to actually do the delve. Oh yeah, here. Titan disc shards. So I don't know what to make after the next replay with some commentary. Why do I feel like I'm casting in slow motion? I have my gear on. I also feel like the game sound is really loud. Does anyone else feel that way? No? Okay. Yeah, let me know if the game sound is kind of wacky. Sometimes after like a reset, some default settings get like kind of weird. But yeah, I'm gonna make a new lock. Wait a second. You know what? Options, gameplay enhancements, one button rotation. Do I have an unused keybind? Let's see. Then I can just throw this on because I'm kind of curious. What is a keybind? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the? This guy. That's bad manners. All right, one button rotation assistant. Let's just throw it on. I feel like I need more keys. F. Actually, I don't have F right now. That's a great one for this. Oh my gosh, it's like the biggest button. Huh. Let's see what this feels like. How good do you think the one button rotation is? So what? This is where I would lead with a. Okay, Charhound's okay. Dreadstalker's also okay, but oh, whoops! I actually started pressing the wrong thing. So you just spam the button. What's it doing? Hannah Gul'dan, good. Followed by. Okay, pretty reasonable. Yo, what? This is not bad. Yeah, that's right. What's it going to do next? It's going to do Infernal Bolt? Yeah, good. Okay, Shadow Bolt's not what I would have done there. But I wonder if you press it while moving, will it won't cast anything. It won't adjust if you're moving, I guess. Like it's dead set on casting Hannah Gul'dan next. Dude, this is cool though. Oh, it even did it axe toss this guy? No, that was not axe toss. It's summoned like the Grimar Felguard. Okay. Okay, which is not necessarily what I would have done on a little tiny minion there. Hey, what am I supposed to do with this? Do I have to like shoot this? Okay.
I need to target something first.
What the? He just died. All right, Dreadstalkers. One shard Hannah Gul'dan. Was that correct? It doesn't feel like that was the right move. Oh wait, I guess he'll never cast Tyrant, huh? Because Tyrant's like a big cooldown. So he's just doing like the basic rotation. So I have to manually summon Tyrant. Oh, I think it might be pretty hard to get 2200, 2400 with just this one button rotation. But I guess it won't count to use some of the other buttons like whatever you call it, defensives, Tyrant. Because like the one button rotation is supposed to like, why would it send me into that lightning pool? But yeah, right now I'm just spamming the one button rotation. I'm not doing anything else. And the damage is not bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like way higher when I do it manually. Because I'm losing, I guess, around 20% haste. Dude, this is gonna take forever. I still have only like... Alright, I'm going back to manual. Manual override. But what do we think? Do you think we need this belt or not? Yeah, I don't know if it was doing demonic strength or not. I wonder if it was. I'm doing considerably more damage. I can tell I'm doing way more damage manually controlling this. I also thought it was interesting. So when I was at 3 shards, whoa, when I was at 3 shards, instead of Hand to Gul'daning, it was Shadow Bolting. I feel like there's no way that's right. Yeah, I mean, it might be right, but I don't think so. Unless you're explicitly trying to save shards. For sure it gives you secondary stat boost. Wait, what gives you secondary stat boost? Oh, you mean the belt? Well, you lose secondary stats with the belt. You get like a damage proc. So if Blizzard forgot to nerf it for PvP, which sometimes they do, like they forgot to nerf whatever you call it, the Circe's circlet, whatever it's called, the ring from last season. They forgot to nerf that in PvP for a pretty long time, at least a few days. So like you could like absolutely blow people up in PvP. Definitely not intended. Wait, where am I supposed to go? I'm pretty sure the belt has stuff like a massive damage procs and stuff. I don't think it's like huge. Even in PvE, I don't think it's like a massive deal. But it is higher item level, which means you get a lot more intellect and stamina. I'm also curious like how long this is going to take. I guess this is a tier 11. I wonder if I even had to do this on tier 11. I probably could have done this on a lower difficulty. This, but you know, like this doesn't feel like new content at all, right? I mean, this is just a delve. They just inserted a couple of little mobs I need to kill along the way. I'm pretty sure I should not have done this on tier 11. I probably could have done this a lot faster. Hey there, Big Cloud. How's it going? We are figuring some stuff out. I've keybound the one button assistant, so it seems I think basically it seems like it's as expected, which is it seems to be not bad and definitely not worth using if you know even the slightest bit about your character, because you give up quite a lot of haste. Yeah, let's just spam it. Hannah Gul'dan, Infernal Bolt. See, the Shadow Bolt there is weird. I would expect it to do a Hannah Gul'dan. Instead, it does a 2. Oh, maybe Hannah Gul'dan is actually optimal there. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Because that way you get your Ruination faster. Is that the idea? Maybe that is actually optimal. Huh. So I'm just spamming the button. Charhound. Got the instant drag stalkers. No, it did not get the instant drag stalkers. See, that's a mistake. But like, definitely lose haste. I feel, and it did an overcapped Shadow Bolt there. That was definitely the wrong move. So it's definitely not perfect. Hey Hazel, how's it going? We're checking out some stuff. There's like some new features that Blizzard has introduced. They all seem extremely good. One button rotation. Summon Charhound, good. Power Siphon. Hannah Gul'dan, so it does deviate from what I would do sometimes, and I'm fairly certain that when it deviates, it's the wrong move. Like there, I would have Hannah Gul'dan with. I guess it's not that terrible. All right, taking over the reins. Hey STVO, which UIs did they disable? Oh, I don't think they disabled any UIs yet, did they? I think that's like next expansion, maybe next season, but I don't think it's actually that soon. Which is good because I don't think they're even close to releasing the appropriate like replacements for all that stuff. I don't know what these overcharged pylons do. Dude, if I have to do another one of these runs, I'll be pretty annoyed. Then again, I'm doing this on tier 11, which I'm now realizing I probably should have just done it on the lower tier difficulty, just for speed. Totally forgot I was patching it. Yeah, I would have forgotten, except that it was except that the maintenance was anticipated to take all day long. Whoa, did I almost just fall in a hole? I can't even tell. But I didn't take all day long, but definitely took a while. Yeah, but we're trying to get this belt. There's a new belt. Knowing Blizzard, they forgot to nerf it in PvP, and so it's going to be super OP. We're going to run in and one-shot people, and then they'll fix it. That's how they do it. Dang it. I still need more like... Oh, you know what? I might not have been looting everything I've been killing. That's probably the problem. Yeah, I didn't loot that guy over there. Yeah, so far everything seems the same. There's a fair bit of new content in terms of like quests. But I think the only thing that matters if you mostly just care about PvP, I think the only thing that matters might be this, and even this might not matter too. It's hard to say. But like with horrific visions, like if you care a lot about PvP, you still kind of had to do it just because it was like the way to get like 1% more damage, you know? Wait, what do I have to do? But you know, I'll be honest, I love patch days. I love new content, even if it's garbage. I'm just curious, you know? Like what is it? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? Oh hey there, Kenny. How are we doing? Why are we doing delves? Do we need to grind now? Unclear. So the patch notes, as far as I could tell, didn't specify whether... So there's a new belt that's out. And you have to do some delves to do it, to get it. I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm working on that right now. But there is some sort of belt, and in PvE it's going to be very good. It's unclear whether you're going to need to do it for PvP. Ideally, no, but we all know Blizzard. Blizzard forgets to nerf stuff in PvP, and then like sometimes it takes them a week to do it. So the last thing you want is like for someone who plays as much as I do, like I don't want to wander into an arena and be like at a disadvantage simply because I didn't do a delve. Hey Nameless. Yeah, servers are up. They're up early. I was just chilling and then saw that this was up. I thought about showing off some team fight tactics gameplay. Oh shoot, whoops. But because that's the game I sometimes play on occasion when servers are down, but I was actually just editing a new video. So next video, not super exciting. I say that for all my videos. I'm like, I kind of undersell them. I probably, but I also don't want to overhype them either. Oh, what? These puzzles are so funny. It's like they're all one-click puzzles. It's like, why even include a puzzle that is not even? I mean, maybe a kindergartner would have trouble with it, but. So I still need some more of these like fragments from these dudes. My greatest fear is that I end up with not quite 50 shards. I don't mean that's my greatest fear. My greatest fear in life is probably scarier than that, whatever it is, sharks or something. But second greatest fear is I finish this run and I don't have enough shards and I have to do one more run just to get this belt, which may or may not be nerfed in PvP. This is the last boss, I think. As far as I can tell, I'm not going to have enough shards. Unless this guy drops a lot of shards. Logged on and your game is bugged? What does that mean? Like you can't even play? Man, I'm not surprised. Whenever you have a long, extended maintenance like this, it means they're trying to do something a little bit more ambitious with the patch. And is there such a thing as shipping a bugless patch? Has that ever happened in the history of not just WoW, but like literally software? Is it even possible to ship something that doesn't have bugs? Okay. Please tell me that I'm going to magically find 12 more Titan discs in this last room, because right now it feels kind of iffy. Oh, nice. Titan discs. Okay. Oh, and a Delver's Bounty. That's pretty nice. Okay, we got some loot, some really sweet loot. Oh, more loot. Nemesis loot. Gilded crests that are totally irrelevant now at this point in the season. All right. So I believe I need to go to the start. Oh, did I miss a rare spawn? No, I'm not ready to leave. I am ready to find my... where am I? What in the world? So right now my windows are open, and when my windows are open, I can't see anything that's dark. Okay, here it is. Titan console. So I think I need to... Yeah, here it is. I guess to turn in the quest. Titan disc shards. You're going to give me... So I'm going to give him Titan disc shards, and he's going to give me Titan disc shards. Feels like that's a pretty even trade. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. Restore a Titan disc, then spend it to unlock a node. Obtain a disc. Okay. View the no. Oh, I see. Suffering damage has a chance to conjure a storm. Your damaging abilities can stun. Yeah, I want that one. Okay. Ho ho ho. Yeah, this is what I need. No, I need this. Destroy 4. No, I have to do another one? Okay, I'm fairly certain I have to do another dungeon. Delve, I mean. Yeah, you're stuck in the sky in Lordaeron? And it keeps logging you. What? In Lordaeron? What is Lordaeron? Is that like the Undercity? Okay. Complete. Oh, here's one. Let's go to the Spiral Weave. Wait, this one still has lightning on it, so I'm not sure, but I think we should go to the one that is bountiful, just in case. Where am I? Here, over here. Hey, Pacquiao Bowl. Shits. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I can't say cuss words here. Servers up already? They are up. They're up early. Blizzard usually doesn't bring the servers up this early. This is like 3 or 4 hours earlier than they scheduled. Jake. Hey, Stinky, what do I think is the best AF spec? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Where am I? Where is this? I've never been here. What I think is the best AF spec for threes right now? Definitely Soul Harvester. Yeah, Soul Harvester, basically the same build that I put in the video, my affliction video. I think that's definitely going to be the best for threes. Unfortunately, I think affliction is kind of limited options in terms of who it can play with in threes right now. It's not very flexible in the way that Destro and Demo are right now. Destro and Demo can pair up with basically anything in threes and it'll sort of be okay. Affliction, you kind of need to play with an assassination rogue, I think, right now. I'm not sure what else can work that has like a lot of damage and a lot of control, because you need somebody to provide a lot of peel. Whoever you play with as affliction. It's not the best spec in threes anyway. Oh, sorry, you meant the best lock spec? Oh, I think so it depends on who your threes partners are. If they are if you're playing with somebody who does a ton of damage themselves, then you should just play Demo. And if you're playing with somebody who's a little bit more supportive, like they provide more peel and distracting services, you know. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Looks like I'm in the right spot. I mean, what is this? Oh, that's undercoins. Overcharged pylons. I'm pretty sure I destroyed them in the last, like this thing here is an overcharged pylon. Okay, all right, we're on the right track here. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, so I think Destro or Demo, depending on whether you're playing a carry role or a supportive role. You're stuck between 22 to 2300 as AF. Just thinking about trying. Yeah, I do think that in threes in particular, you're going to probably have more success as Destro or Demo, simply because you have more flexibility with who you can play with. If you've never played either spec, so Hellcaller Destro plays actually pretty similarly to Soul Harvester Affliction right now. You're both like kind of have like a lot of instant cast, dot application, like a lot of just a lot of damage. Your burst windows are kind of on very similar timings too, because Soul Rot and Malevolence are both on 1 minute cooldowns. Your Dark Glare and your Summon Infernal are also on 2 minute cooldowns. So it'll feel pretty natural to go Hellcaller Destro if you've never played it and you've only played Affliction. I mean, it'll take a little bit of work to figure it out, but lucky for you, I've got a brand spanking new guide out for Destro. Check it out on YouTube. If you're up for a little bit more of a slightly different playstyle, that's more kind of like, honestly, that's more kind of like what Affliction used to be. Affliction used to be Rot and Dot. Like you're tanky, you grind people down, they go out of mana. That's demonology these days. Demonology is Rot and Dot. I mean, you don't really dot and you don't rot, but it's the same playstyle. Like you're just grinding them down. You Mortal Strike, so you're pretty flexible. You can slot into any comp. If you're playing with somebody who does a ton of damage, like an Ellie Shaman or Shadow Priest, then you don't have to bring as much damage yourself. You bring a lot of control, a lot of utility. So for threes, depends on your partner, but yeah, Demo's pretty strong. Hold on. A little distracted by IRL stuff, but okay. Hey Alex, will I PvP with the new belt today? Absolutely. I am. If there's one thing I love doing, even if it's detrimental to my rating, is I love experimenting. So I am definitely going to wait, what's that? No, never mind. Okay, have I finished this quest yet? No, I need to kill 2 more overcharged pylons. There's one. Maybe I don't even need to finish this dungeon. What do you think? But yeah, so we're gonna get the new belt. We're gonna test it in PvP because last time Blizzard released an item like this at the end of last season, it was really strong in PvP for at least a few days before they nerfed it. You know, it's not that we want to take every advantage possible over other people, but let's just face it, it's hilarious when you like kill somebody with an overpowered PvE thing. Belt going to be worth it in PvP? Unclear. Totally unclear. I think we're gonna find out soon. I assume I just need to finish this quest. But unfortunately, finishing this quest requires doing... It looks like it requires 2 delve runs. Kind of unclear what's happening here. Do I need to kill that guy there? Overcharged bot? I don't think so. Also, I once again, I wasn't thinking. I just did this on tier 11. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do this on tier 11. I'm pretty sure you're better off just doing it at tier 1 or whatever. It's really fast. Let's see. Am I going to do the new lore walking stuff since you get a new toy out of it? You know I love my toys. Absolutely, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it right away. I'm a completionist, but I will take my time. Yeah. I think everyone's curious. There's a lot of PvPers who actively dislike PvE. I feel for you, because sometimes Blizzard forgets that there are people who don't like PvE. Personally, I love PvE. I mean, I don't love doing this since this is presumably new content, but I have done this delve a bazillion times, and this is not actually new content. There's some new mobs in here, sure, but this is old content. Oh, I'm probably supposed to save these guys. But you know... Did I forget to save somebody? Whatever. Delves are, I mean, if you have never done any delves, I do think delves are fun. They're like they're pretty fun. I did a lot of them before, because first of all, you can do them while you queue up. So if you're really into PvP, it's actually something reasonable to do while you're just waiting for your queues. Hey Pacupal, do I know if the belt is easy to get? Don't want to do annoying PvP. So it seems like I'm about to get it, and I think it requires 2. Hold on, I just pulled like. I'm actually gonna wall here. It seems like it requires doing 2 delves, which is enough to be slightly annoying if you hate delves, but not that bad. If I wipe here, it'll be my first wipe in a delve since interrupted. Holy cow. These guys are way better than they used to be. Health pot. I need to get that health potion there. Okay, somehow I did not wipe. That was pretty hairy. Did they make delves harder? Or maybe it's just because this is an overcharged delve, it's a little harder. Hey Swasti, how's it going? Yeah, we were just having fun here. There's new content. Okay. All right. Moment of truth. Give me wait. What? Give me my belt. Oh, I have to complete the delve too. Shoot. Okay. Let's use this Delver's Bounty. Why not? So I should have tested it. This is a tier. I've done it on tier 11 delves, but I was just looking at at least the quest description doesn't seem to indicate that it needs to be a hard delve. Which means that you could probably just do it on tier 1 delve, which those are super easy. Like you can do it. It's like world mobs, you know? Oh, look at that stun. That's some PvP skills in action. Maintenance, I'll interrupt that. Sounds like a heal of some sort. So you still get like the kind of stuck in combat bug from Am I in combat? Oh, maybe this bat. This bat's in combat. Oh no. So I have to save some friends. They got webbed up by these spiders. No problem. I got you. I like the idea of like, I have to save these guys, but Bran is all like, yo, there's treasure over here. Yeah, I should not have done this on harder difficulty. It's actually a little harder than I remember delves being. Like I've had to use a lot of health potions and stuff. And look at that, interrupt. That's crazy. That's new. Is there a specific delve level? I don't think so. It appears that you can do it at a lower delve level. I should have tested it on a lower level, but right now I'm doing it on an 11. And I'm pretty sure you don't have to, because the quest itself doesn't say anything about the tier difficulty or the delve difficulty. Alright, let's kill this dude and let's get our sweet new belt. Alright. Is he a spider or is he like a... It's more like a beetle, huh? Okay. Killed the beetle. Finish that durable information storage container quest. Let's run super fast. Warlock fast. So these things, I don't know why I pick them up, but why not? Brand needs his experience. Jump down, grab some sweet loot, and hopefully find a belt in here. All right. Bran is now level 79. That's crazy. You know, as much as we complain about leveling, poor Bran here, he's still not max level. Is that it? Okay, then I think you click this to go to the start of the delve. And then, all right, we're gonna see moment of truth. Gonna see some really, really cool stuff here. What the? Oh my gosh, you turn it in a Dornicle. Okay. Let's check MMO Champion, just see if there's any notes about whether it works in PvP. Because, like, otherwise, maybe this is a world first belt. What do you think? World first. Let's just call it that. Come here, Mr. Bran. Wait, Dagran? He's like the nerdy dwarf. We like nerds. Oh my gosh, my bags are full. I think that just cost me world first on the, there we go. Okay. All right, we now have a belt. So it's higher item level, so you get way more stamina and int. 3,000 stamina, 300 int, but you have no secondary stats. But 300 int is a lot. I mean, even if the effect is nerfed, your spells and abilities have a chance to turn you into a lightning rod, striking a random enemy. Oh wait, use. Oh, wait, it's funny. Use to open the device, but like, I guess you have to put it on first. All right. Well, let's see. Let's put on our. This is our. Here. This is our PVE gear. Okay. Oh, it came with a chest too that gives you champion level gear. Eh. Yeah, off stream yesterday, I tried a couple more attempts at 8 masks, visions of Orgrimmar. Failed. I couldn't. I think I needed to sleep on it, so we're gonna try that again later. But right now, we've got a belt. It says use it. Oh, okay. Aha. Aha. Dang. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So this is one of those things where you have to do a bunch of stuff to So you have to do a billion I guess, okay. Once somebody else figures out what the best effect is, then you only have to do one more delve. But otherwise you have to do, but I guess as long as you can do them all in tier ones, it's not too bad. I suppose let's just see how this works. I mean, let's stick a gem in there so it's not like super nerfed. Quick sapphire. And then let's queue up for something. I mean, oh no. Do I have to do this on my alt too? Because, like, you think you have to do tier 11? Really? I guess it is a high item level item. I just feel like I'm not going to get... Yeah, Solo Shuffle is not going to pop. I think all my Solo Shuffle ratings are actually, you know, actually kind of high. I'll be honest. I'm like the top 10 in each spec right now. Top 10 or 5. Yeah. I don't think this is going to pop. But Blitz might pop. So we'll stay in the Blitz queue, and then it's Warbound? Oh, the belt is Warbound. But how come I only had one belt? Where'd it go? Are you sure it's Warbound? Because, like, I could test it on Inky. Inky's got lower rating.
So much to discuss.
Let's see what happens. Hackable, just looking at that menu is already stressing you out. It's a little stressful. And the fact that you, like, when you hover over, it doesn't tell you what each one does. You have to do research before you figure out, okay, am I going to devote so much time to getting all the different Titan discs? But let's see what happens on the alt side, because this better be fast.
Make it quick, please. We have a tight schedule. Returning to task.
Well, first, let's queue up, because queues take the longest. What's my lowest rating? Affliction? 2530 in Affliction. And then, hey Sirius, how's it going? We're doing some patch shenanigans. Let's queue Affliction and Destro. That we have a nice mix of things. And then let's go see if we can get that belt quickly, or if we have to do delves on each character, which would be extremely unwelcome feature.
I want to see everything.
Well, okay, at least we get to skip the first quest. It looks like
Are you headed out?
I have to do it. But I have no PvE gear on this guy. I think I'm lagging. Whoa. What the? Oh my goodness. Let's type /reload and see if that fixes things. What? Serious, you've been pretending to be a good employee today. You haven't seen what's involved with the belt. Nice. Hope it's not too... Okay, reloading actually fixed it. Nice. Okay. Let's go do an overcharge. Oh, you know what I should do is I should do a delve that will provide me one of those discs, right? But I've done both those. Is there different? So I've done that one, I've done that one. Those are the... Are there only 2 overcharged ones? Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and do this and then real quick. Where was that? That was Howlfall. You're hoping it's not too grindy. So it looks like, unless I'm doing this wrong, it looks like you have to do at least 1 delve on each character. However, I believe you'll be able to do it on a lower tier with some luck. I'm about to test that. And you know what? You can do delves while you're in queue, so Blizzard thinking of us of PvPers. We're top of mind for them. I can tell. Unless you have to do this on tier 11. That would be funny. If you have to do this on tier 11, there are probably a lot of PvPers who just don't have the gear for it. Unless they're playing demonology, because you can be super undergeared and do tier 11s as demonology, because PvE is that's like what we're built for. What? Okay. All right, it's kind of annoying because I just did this one, but here we go. Oh, I have a PB talent build. Nice. Okay. This guy, health stone. I don't have any PvE gear on this character, but that's okay. We're gonna do it on tier 1. Yeah. Maybe this will work. And then, so this is the Titan console you need to talk to. All right, let's go, let's go. All right, Bran, let's do it. So the quest requires you have to kill like, oh yeah. What do we have to do? Ah, Storm Crystal. No, 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 that's not right. I need to kill. That's not right. Wait, what is, does he drop Titan discs? He does. So he drops Titan disc shards. Wait, do I have to go here? This guy is definitely not a Titan.
Frontal.
Oh my gosh, that was so loud. Holy cow. DBM, please turn off. I do not need you. Packyable, you've been upgrading your PvP gear with crests just for situations like this. Yeah, you know, it'll help. If you have actually been upgrading your PvE gear, you'll have a like item level 649. That's what I've been doing on this guy too. I think it probably helps because tier 1 feels super easy. Oh yeah, this is the quest. You have to kill these pylons. They have like no HP. Okay, I think this will be pretty fast. It's not super grindy. It's a little silly. I gotta do this before my Q pops. So I have like no gear on this guy. Oh, there's just pure PvP gear. And it's super fast. And it appears that I'm getting full quest credit here. Oh, overcharge pylon. Maybe I should kill this guy because maybe he drops Titan shards. Oh yeah, 10 Titan shards. So, well, actually, you know what? I don't know what the Titan shards are for. Because you already get the belt. You don't have to buy the belt.
I must get closer.
Where am I supposed to go? Shards are to buy different points in the belt. Really? The description made it sound like it was going to be, if you just finish different delves, you'll get different different belt effects. Which kind of is annoying because but it's annoying for whoever has to test them all. I guess it's not so bad if you're like working today and waiting for all the PvP nerds to figure it out first, then you'll be okay. But you will have to run a couple extra delves. Because like this one, like you have to run this one in the because it's overcharged. and only a few of them are overcharged at any given time. I think it's 100 for every new spot in the belt. Interesting. I'm not sure how many I've gotten so far. The hardest part is like I usually don't even loot stuff, so like I have to remember to loot stuff. Oh yeah, tier 1, everything dies super fast though. Titan shards, not to be confused with Titan disk fragments. Totally separate currency. Oh wait, this I'd probably turn in Dornicle. Yeah, okay, so we'll Hearthstone back. We're gonna have a sweet new belt, and we're going to demolish. I'm gonna like shoot lightning at our enemies. You think it's 100 for each? I hopefully also we don't have to clear each delve on each character. That would be insane. That would be insane if you had to do that.
Oh, I was just thinking.
All right, let's go ahead and save it to our PvP gear. I mean, we're all in here. This is the way. Let's get a gem, quick sapphire.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
I must get closer.
Okay. Problem is, how long does it take to change? Oh, it's just instant. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so at least you can change between these super easily. Because like with the ring from last season, you had to like insert different gems and stuff. It was kind of annoying. It took up a lot of inventory space. This is better. This part's not better. This is okay. This is better than the circlet from last season, but that doesn't mean it's good. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to do. So what does this mean? This is automatically transferred when you unlock Titan Force shield. So you probably just have to get enough upgrades, but I don't know how you get the upgrades. But since we're in queue anyway, all right, Skittering Breach, Fungal Folly. I think that's over here somewhere. Fungal Folly is pretty close. There it is. And we're going to find out if this unlocks for the main character too. Then it's not the end of the world. Tier 1. All right, Bran, let's do it. Let's get your friends. You're just gonna blitz until you find out if it's worth it? Yeah. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna rescue his friend. Is that a dwarf? It's like a blue dwarf. Can dwarves be blue?
I cannot cast that.
Wait, where do I need to go? I need to go down here. Slightly moldy scout. See, this is the kind of content that I love. Slightly moldy scout. It's like nobody's actually. There's no belly laughs coming out of that, you know. Like, no, nobody's like rolling on the floor laughing at it. But it's a nice little touch. It's like Blizzard is. They've got some funny people there, you know. They're having fun. That adds a lot of enjoyment to the game. And that was definitely missing in the Dastardly Duos thing. Huh, is this the halfway point already? I feel like I did this wrong, because it usually takes a lot longer to get to the halfway point. Was I just here? Huh, why are they, You know, one thing you can do when you're doing PvE stuff, you can practice interrupting things as close to the end of the cast bar as possible, because that's actually really effective in PvP. Late kicking is far more effective than early kicking, for a couple main reasons. So it's something good to practice. First reason is it wastes more of the caster's time. Like they simply will have spent a full second casting, and then you interrupt it, and then they just wasted that full second. Whereas if you kick them right away, they waste a little less time. So just a little less effective that way. Second reason is if you kick them right at the tail end of their cast, sometimes their cast gets through, but it still locks them out. It's weird. I think it's like I don't know if it's a bug or what, but you can still get locked out even if you complete your cast, as long as the kick happens right at the tail end of the cast. But the real advanced kicking techniques is you have to mix it up. You can't just be predictable in how you kick, because good players will just adapt. I'm gonna be. Is this the last boss? Are you kidding me? I just got into the queue right at the last boss in that dungeon. Okay, I need to reload because my UI's all messed up. Plus, they may juke it halfway through, making it even worse on themselves. Yeah, sometimes you can sit there and watch them juke like 3 times, and then they finally are like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and then you kick them. That's extremely depressing, being on the receiving end of that that kind of kick. Okay. Oh, I'm already 2,400 on this guy? All right. So I like to play Diabolist. I don't think I want a pet here. I'm just going to be team fighting. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to find out if this belt works. That's the main thing. Will I turn into a lightning rod and strike people with lightning? My only other option is a healing spell, which I guess I should test at some point, but whatever. Okay. Now, how much stats did I give up, though, for this? Because I'm giving up like 1,800 in stats. That's a lot. I mean, right? Let's see. I'm giving up. So I'm at 32 haste. So I'm giving it 1%. Let's see. Let's be exact. 32.86 versus 32. So 0.86 versus 32.06. So I'm giving like 0.5 versatility, 0.8 haste. I think that's a lot. So this better do over 1% of my damage for it to be worth it. And even then, it may not be worth it. But 14, let's see, actually stamina though, I gain, wait, how do I have the same stamina? Does this scale down? Does it scale down in PvP? What does that mean when it's like... I think it's only island level 684, because my stamina didn't change. Alright, let's pay attention. Seed of Corruption. I don't know why I should not have interrupted that. I'm just gonna hold a wall here. Alright, we killed one guy. Nice. Okay, we're cleaning up here. Do you think it's because I'm turning into a lightning rod and they're all dying? Do you think that's why? Let's take a look. Inky damage. Okay, more testing required, but currently it's 0.1% of my damage. That's not 1%, that's 0.1% of my damage. And I'm not getting the extra int or stamina. I'm pretty sure. Oh shoot, I just gave him pre-gong. Oh, that was a nice kick. Oh, that was a nice kick too. But I have a healer named Gondro, or Gotro. He will not let me down. Not a chance. I did Mortal Coil to heal. Thank you, Gotro. This is actually the right move. So if you're facing a warrior who like can't help himself, he's like, I gotta get on this guy. You have to lure him outside the box so that. Okay. Anyway, are we losing this game? Lightning bolt. Not even on the chart. Oh no, wait, lightning strike, 3.2% of my damage. Hold up. This might be good. Let's find out. I need to live longer and I need to be in the middle because it sounds like it's sort of like it's like hitting everybody sort of thing. Alright, we're not getting this card because it's just a healer in me right now, but we are keeping a bunch of them busy. Lightning strike. Yeah, 4%. So it's hitting for 13 hits. Each one's hitting for 130,000. Might not be terrible. But the fact that it scales down means that you really, but okay, I guess the best way to put it is if you're getting 3% more damage out, I need to live for longer so I can really test this, because this is not helping. Dang, not fast enough. Took me too long to kill that Warlock. I didn't proc enough lightning strikes. Not that I even know what it looks like when it procs. Okay, Inky. Not bad. Let's see. They may juke it halfway through, making it even worse than themselves. Oh, sorry. That was about the interrupt discussion. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I need to put together a little interrupt guide, how to kick and how to juke, so that people come away from that video thoroughly confused. They're like, do I know how to kick or do I know how to juke now? Okay, this game has been a bust, but at least we've learned. Overall damage 2.1%, striking for about 130 to 150 each time, and it hits only every 3 seconds for 15 seconds, so 5 each proc, 150-ish. It's not huge, but there might be better. There might be better belt thingamajigs. Your belt is not even proccing on your DH. Uh-oh. I would not be shocked if there are bugs. Can we win this? See, we have 4 people here. They have 3. So obviously we'll win this. But luckily we have both their healers here. So we might actually... Okay, now there are 4 people here. Oh my gosh. How dare he spam fear me. So we've got 4 here, which is, we have too many people here. Yeah. But that's not the objective. The objective is to simply, oops, not miss an interrupt like that. So whoever gets lava and mid wins. But we have to get both to win. And we're currently losing both. Huh. That was weird. Couldn't seem to finish my cast. Basically, we need the mid people to dominate here. All right. Looks like we lost mid. It's okay. I think we did our best. That's what counts. We tried our best. Pretty close game. Maybe if I had had a little more damage out of my belt, would that have been the difference? Okay, so we got a pretty good sample size there in terms of damage. So we'll take a look at the damage proc, see how the belt looks. Donut Mafter. The health bars cover the damage numbers. Kills your dopamine. You know, it's funny. I have thought about that. I'm like, sometimes I don't see it when I hit super hard. Okay, we have overall data for that silver shards. First, let's queue up so well, let's not queue that. Let's queue, actually, let's go back to demo. We'll try and speed run this before Q pops, and then we're gonna look at this. Let's see. Lightning strike, 2% of my damage. That's kind of where I would want it to be if it were replacing that much in terms of secondary stats. 2% damage. Now the question is, it might be even better if I find the right belt item. So there's main stat. It has intellect and stamina. It just doesn't have the secondary stats, so there's no haste or versatility. I would want it to do 3% damage to make it super worth it. Like at that point, you'd be like, okay, I think that's almost likely worth it. But like sometimes versatility, like you're giving up 0.5% versatility, something like that. Maybe like at least 0.5% versatility. The haste proc. So I don't even know what other abilities are available, but what I do know is that I already saved a lot of moldy scouts, and they're once again trapped by these fungi. Bottom article shows the options. Shoot. But that requires doing the R word. The R word is research. And we don't do that. not here. We simply YOLO it. We do the Y strategy. You YOLO it. I'm simply in the fungal folly because it's closest to Dornagle. I feel like oh yeah, there we go. I had to kill some people. Okay. I've saved you. Did I save you? Okay, I saved you. You know, one of the best things about WoW is like you have resources like Wowhead. Tells you everything you need to know. So like if I have a question about an achievement, I can simply go to Wowhead and it'll explain it for me. But it's also one of the worst things about WoW. It's like it makes what is otherwise a grand and mysterious adventure into super simple and solved. I'm not saying that I'm like having a tremendous amount of fun doing the fungal folly, trying to figure out if this is going to be the best thing for my belt or not, but it's not all positives just like skipping ahead. They put a comment in next to each one in a few short words. I should probably do that just to see, like, because even if it doesn't tell me like, directly which one to get, there are certain types of like one of the procs is like a healing proc, and I definitely don't want healing procs. Whoops. The belt does not work on DH. Just at all. That's hilarious. That's So if you wanted confirmation whether Blizzard played Demon Hunter, you now know. They don't. They just don't play it. Okay. That's the only loot I got? That's ridiculous. Alright, but anyway, let's see if we unlock something new. Oh wait, here. Insert this into the durable container to give it access. Wait, actually, that's Hearth. I think I just inserted it here, right? Oh yeah, you just use it. So now, if I right-click this, Spark Burst. Oh, this is the one that gives haste. 5,000 haste for 20 seconds. But how much was Charge Bolt nerfed? It was nerfed a lot. It's like by half at least, maybe more than half. Because it was only hitting for 150, 130 to 150. This is probably nerfed a similar amount, so you probably only get like 2,000 haste. And you're giving up. Already you're giving up like 600 haste. 700 haste. This is looking less and less fancy of a belt. Pacquiao, that's every game now. People Google everything. Yeah. I think it's cool to have some resources, but you want to figure, you want the kind of the feeling of figuring things out yourself too. So it's a balance. You don't want to just be lost, totally lost, like not knowing what to do, where to go, and everyone else is like super OP relative to you. You don't want that. That's not very fun. But there's kind of a happy medium. Should we check? Let's just see. Let's just see if that's unlocked on my main now. You would also want to explore things for yourself if Blizzard wasn't so mysterious with what gets restricted in PvP. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You can spend a lot of time working towards something only to find out it's 90% nerfed in PvP. Yeah, that's actually a big deal. There's a lot of hidden mechanics. Okay, so at least it's account-wide unlocks, so I don't have to do fungal folly on this guy. How quickly can I get into a Destro? I was what, 2400 in Destro? Solo Shuffle won't pop, but Blitz might.
I cannot drink more at this time.
Now let's go back on the alt, because I think the alt, we have a much better chance of getting into a game quickly. "25 minutes at 2.5, 2.6. Yeah, well, Inky is kind of a noob, so hopefully Qs will pop fast. But let's switch up the effect to the haste proc. Let's just see. The problem is it's hard. Like details doesn't tell you. It doesn't really tell you which how big the buff is. It tells you the uptime, but then I have to notice in the game itself what the buff is. What do you think the PvEers? I bet the PvEers already know which one's the best one, right? That's my guess. My guess is that it's totally solved. All the top mythic guilds are already doing the thing. Let's see. Kalamazi has a video. Oh yeah, he I like Kalamazi. He runs all the sims. You know what the funniest thing is? If you ask a PvEer any question about like gear, their response is always just sim it. They won't give you a straight answer. It'll just be like just sim it, and I'm like, I really don't want to do that. because you have to like install stuff, and I don't know. I don't even know how to begin simming stuff. It's not easy, but that's the answer. But the real answer is just stack whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But I do want to know, but some of these procs do matter. So the stats I don't think matter too much. The procs, they matter a lot. 5,000. I mean, I'm guessing this gives you only like 2,000 haste on a proc, which is a pretty bad trade-off unless the proc rate is extremely high. I mean, as in more than once a minute. You need more than a third uptime on this proc to be worth it, I bet. You think it's a weak aura that plugs into a website? I don't know. Maybe. I guess if I mainly PvE'd, I would figure it out, but that seems pretty crazy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, this is Inky. That's right. I don't want to do these quests with Inky. I guess I could unlock some more belt abilities. But that would require doing what? Let's see. Charge. So we have charged bolts. We have cauterizing bolts. Critical chain give you critical strike, which is not going to be worth it. Spark burst. That we have that. This haste proc seems kind of low, unless the nerf in PvP is not that high. Maybe. Static charge is a versatility boost. Okay, interesting. This one's a mastery boost. Oh, electric current is a constant mastery buff. Huh. Charge touch heals. Energy shield is a shield. And charged crystal is a damage proc. But it's a split. So at least the way that Twilight Devastation works, which is the Helm enchant, the corruption, that has a damage splitting effect, is extremely poopy, like really bad. It does no damage because it splits among all the targets, and if there's any situation where there's more than one target, like it's splitting among like, I don't even know if it splits on totems, so it definitely splits on pets, and it does like 50k damage to each of them, which is nothing. So it is very possible that the best damage proc, it actually seems like the only other damage proc option is the one that's unlocked automatically, which is charged bolts. This one here. It seems to proc for about 130 to 150k damage each time. Lightning strike. Why is it called lightning strike when it's it's called the charged bolt? That's pretty confusing. But proc rate, hard to say how much proc rate it is. But it's about 2.5% of my damage out of, I did like 400 million damage in that game. So that's pretty good data, I think. 2.5%. Wait. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait. Lightning strike? No, that's not right. Is this right? How come it's now saying it? Was it hitting for that much harder? I thought it was like 150k. A million? Wait, am I crazy? When I was looking at it earlier, wasn't it like 150k? A million is a way bigger proc. If it's procking for a million in PvP, that was a PvP, right? So this is overall data. Oh, no, wait. Oh, whoops. Ha, that's PvE. Okay. Let's go back to Silver Shard Mines. Longest combat was this one. 2.2% of my damage, hitting for 150k. Yeah, wow. It's probably got like a 75% nerf in PvP, something like that. Maybe more. Maybe like 80% nerf in PvP. Still does 2.2%, but it's not going to be shifting your kill window around at all. $112 to $150k. Yeah, I'm not sure this is worth it. Pretty sure it's not. Haste buff. I can't believe it scales down. Like the item level scales down to 684 too. I mean, that actually shows that Blizzard thought about it. What they didn't think of is telling us PvPers beforehand, before I went in and did like 15 delves. Okay, well not 15, 2 delves. That it really wouldn't be worth it. I think we should still, I want to use it in a solo shuffle though. And I do want to use it for each spec. Because Destro, so one thing about affliction, sometimes their procs per minute on everything are just higher because they just cast more. So sometimes things that are more proc based, they just work better with affliction than they work with Destro or demonology. So it might still be worth it. Hard to say. But I guess so. One thing about this belt is that you're going to be able to get a new item level upgrade item on it every week for until it gets up to like six. I want to say like 690 something, or no, like 700 something. But it seems like if it's always going to scale back down to 684, then it is what it is. Like this is as good as it gets in PvP already. What the? Somebody instantly canceled that one. I accept. But you know, I kind of want to test the charge bolts, depending on what the map is. I kind of want to test charge bolts again, but we'll see. I'll run the haste proc first. We'll see how that feels. I guess if I want to be really thorough, I should test the healing procs because the healing procs, you never know. Because in Dragonflight, there was a cloak that would give you this shield. Like if you took a lot of damage, it would give you this pretty big shield proc, and it ended up being really good. It was called a spore cloak or something like that. I ended up using that for at least a couple seasons in Dragonflight. So sometimes things like that can be really strong, and people don't really know it until they test it. And there's not that many people willing to test these things, so I will test them. Actually, let's take a look at the descriptions again. So probably the hard heal, like just a healing effect, the cauterizing bolt. I'm guessing that's really not going to be good. Charge touch. So cauterizing bolts is like a charge touch. Let me see. It's like a chain heal basically. Cauterizing bolt is more like a cast renew on whoever's lowest. But energy shield, when you take damage, it prevents damage taken. Wait, how do I unlock it? So I've been getting these Titan. Have I been getting Titan things? What are they called? Titan shards. These things. Oh, nice. And they're warbound. Okay, cool. So I can send those over to my main character. I think I probably need to get a bunch of these so that I can buy all the upgrades on the console, and I bet that's what unlocks the shield proc on the belt. So the shield proc on the belt, that's the one I'm curious about. Because it also, it's not just a shield, it's kind of like a overpowered barrier. So it'll absorb, and then it'll explode after it absorbs. But first, we're just testing stuff out. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I want to test that one though, because especially as a warlock, you've got all these warriors and things just chasing you down. If you can occasionally get like a shield proc, and if it's anywhere near significant, and it blows up for some amount of damage, might be kind of nice. Never know. Yeah, but I think the damage proc and the buffs. I don't want to go ahead and definitively say they're not worth it, but it certainly seems that way right now. Ooh, all right, serious PvP. What spec did you queue as? If you queued as Destro, problem. Oh, I'm lagging. Can you hear me? Oh, I wasn't lagging. I was just loading. Or am I lagging? What in the world? I feel like the game has gotten pretty. Like, look at this. What is this green box around my cursor? Slash reload. There's something very wacky going on in the game right now. Serious. There you are. I see you. Unfortunately for you, I'm testing things on my belt. Oh, 1300 haste? There's 0% chance that this is worth it. 0%. Because 1300 haste, you're already giving up more than that in stats. So even if this is at 100% uptime, this would not be worth it. Okay, it might be worth it with 100% uptime, but it's going to be probably, I'm guessing, like 30% uptime. That's what most procs are. Because compare that to 600 haste and 1200 versatility. Hey there, Mix One of 1978. Howdy. Do you implosion with max imp during burst? No, I basically don't implosion. I don't think I've imploded imps in PvP in basically forever. I'm going to use cauterizing bolts. I'd rather test that. 7200. Do you think it'll just proc if I just cast spells here? I guess I have to be in combat for it to proc. Oh shoot, the game started. Okay. Looks like they've got people going, we've got people going mid. And we've got people going bot. Sirius went top. Nice, nice. Looks good. Looks like they're attacking farm or ruins. But I think we've got 2 people there, so it should be okay. I'm gonna try and hit shrine. Who is that over there? A dragon. Oh wait, eruption. This guy is whatchamacallit, augmentation. Oh my gosh, how did I? That was not the cleanest duel, but you know what? Got the job done. Got the reset on all our cooldown stuffs. Okay, let's take a look at the healing proc. Heal. Inky. What? There's no... Oh, shoot. Oh, there's 3 people here. I don't think I have much chance. Unless the rogue DCs, then I've got a chance. Okay, I don't have a chance either way. Okay. How come what is this? Oh, healing taken. That's the wrong one. Healing done. Inky. That that's nothing. Hold on. Cauterizing bolt. All right, I'm gonna analyze this a little bit after. Might not be bad. Okay, let's check our healing chart again. Hey, it's healing for 400k for how many procs is that? It's probably just one proc, right? 400k, 6 hits. Yeah, that makes sense. Every 3 seconds, 15 seconds, including the first. That means it's instant tick. If it's 6 hits, 400k healing. That's probably not that good, right? It's not terrible. Yeah. Hmm. Too late, sir. Too late. Whoa, he didn't take any damage from that hit. All right, serious PvP. We dominated. Easy peasy. Look at this. I did so much healing. Cauterizing bolt. 200k. 300k. Okay. It's truly not worth it. Healing proc on the belt, definitely not good. That's okay. Pacquiao Bowl seems like a normal patch day. Yeah. Yeah, every time, like half the time when I zone, my I don't actually know what's breaking, but something's breaking and like half my screen turns green. GG. That was easy. Okay, let's queue up again. Destro. Climbing the ranks. Oh, I should just use the one button macro too. Okay. Let's do it. So we've got to get more options on our belt. I'm pretty sure these two are really bad. This one's like medium bad. The only thing that might be good is energy shield. Unfortunately, energy shield is the one that requires doing a lot of PV, a lot of delves. I think I have to unlock everything, unfortunately, to really test everything. It's truly unfortunate. You want to log on tunes you know you're bad at to try the one button macro? Oh yeah, that's true. I could try devastation now on my dragon alt. Stinky. Stinky is not good at wow. Me, I'm good, but Stinky, no good. So that would actually be a really great way to learn because I don't think it's 100% optimal, which is surprising to me that the rotation was not optimal. But it's pretty close, I think. It's close enough that I believe it's all right. We got a solar shuffle proc. I just called it a proc. It is kind of a proc. Once per hour proc. Okay, let me reload. I have to reload every time just in case. You can play anything now, just not well. I think that's true, as long as it's not a healer. Because unfortunately, I really think they should have added it for healers. That would have been a huge, huge benefit, and a lot of people might just like play some healers if they could just roll in with one button. I would totally do it. All right, this is a 2500 affliction lobby. I'm gonna try the belt with the charged bolts. Let's get a Fell Hunter out. Soul Harvester with a pet. Lately I've been running Cunning Cruelty. Nah, that's just whatever. It's fine. I think I went Impish, but it's too late. Too late. Four-second. Are you kidding me? 4-second Mortal Coil. This guy doesn't have a interrupt. I don't want a wall here, but I will if I must. There we go. Mind freeze. Oh my gosh. That did not feel good. I really needed impish instincts in that game. I forgot to change it. Okay. Yeah, I'd give healing a try for sure. Yeah, I would 100% just throw it on my druid and evoker. Make a whole YouTube series on hitting 2400 using the one button macro. You know, I bet it's doable. Might depend on the class, huh? Like there's some classes that's going to be a lot easier on. Like maybe basically anybody who can't be interrupted is going to have a way better time. But
Too far away. That spell is not yet ready. I cannot cast that yet.
uh-oh. Not good.
That spell is not yet ready. That is recharged.
Okay. Um, you think so too? It's going to change the game in a major way. There's so many players, even at 2.4 in Blitz, that have no idea how to do damage. Oh yeah, that's actually true. There are a lot of people in Blitz who are definitely not. Ugh, are you kidding me? Why would you leave after two rounds? That's no fun. All we're doing is just testing some stuff here. But yeah, it's kind of like it's like why not? You know, there are a few people they probably if they've hit 2400 in any bracket, blitz or shuffle or whatever, I find that people who reach that rating frequently refuse to admit that they have any limitations at all. But the truth is, all of us have strengths and weaknesses, and there are a lot of people in the kind of the 2400 bracket in blitz who are definitely much better at playing their role well in the sense that if they're defending a flag, they defend the flag, or if they need to be at a team fight, they're there, or if the objective is coming up, they're there. So it's like right place, right time. But when you actually fight them, they're like they're really new, and it shows. They would probably benefit. They would probably move higher if they use the one button macro. The problem is the one button macro. I was testing it earlier in the delve, and I think the damage rotation, like just on a target dummy, is not bad, but even then it wasn't perfect, and it doesn't weave in your big cooldowns very well. But probably the bigger problem with it is it was using things uh, like it was using my Grimoire Felguard, which is my biggest damage cooldown as a demo lock. It was using it just whenever it was up, but it wouldn't use Tyrant, which is kind of a weird choice. Like, why would it use Grimoire Felguard, but never use Tyrant? In 1800 matches, it's a majority of players. Now imagine they're doing decent damage pressing one button. Yeah, I think it'll help a lot of people. I'm guessing though that the biggest advantage will just be for people who are brand new, or or even people who are experienced at the game but are brand new to a new class. I think they would benefit a lot from something like this. So it'll be fun to see people test it out, try it out in different situations. For Pacquiable, you heard for evokers, the one button thing doesn't work with charged spells. That's a pretty major oversight. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so serious PV. So the problem with it, at least from I only used it for a few minutes in a delve earlier. So it wouldn't use Tyrant, but it would use Grimoire Felguard. And I think that's a really bad situation where it's using some of your big cooldowns, but not all of them. It's gonna throw some people off, you know? Are we using the belts? Okay, so I wanted to test the whole solo shuffle, but naturally somebody left after 2 rounds. But this round was a little longer. And wait, was this the longer round? Yeah, this is the longer round. Actually, let's do overall data. And we did, holy cow, lightning strike was only 0.5% of my damage. So the belt is really, I think it's really bad. It's definitely bad for affliction. I wouldn't even be surprised if this was just hitting like pets and stuff too. Is there any way to tell? Targets. I guess it hit eye grinder a little bit. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. It did. Yeah, it hit like all sorts of stuff. Okay. So at least the damage proc is very bad. So I think so far we've tried 3 and they're all bad. Like really bad. So the only one that I'm even remotely curious about at this point is energy shield, because it's like a barrier effect where you get, it's like a damage absorption shield and it explodes for damage. But I'm guessing it does like no damage in PvP. So, and you don't get the benefit of the higher item level. So it scales down in PvP back to 684. So it's really not worth it, unfortunately. I guess that's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's boring, right? You kind of want to see something new, kind of mix things up. I think what is a little more exciting is the one button macro, because some people are mentioning do the one button macro challenge, and this week, it's time walking, so leveling a new Warlock sounds very appealing. Could be kind of fun. And we can one button it up all the way. We can even change our UI, just like get rid of all the weak auras, just one button. Okay. Shadow Priest, Balanced Druid, and a Ret. So 3 casters and a melee, but the melee is a caster, so 4 caster lobby. Run this, run Reflect. We're good. And I think this belt is poop, so I actually think it's time to switch out of the belt. I think we've basically established that the belt is no good. But we'll test it some more once we get more of the belt, the different discs or whatever. It seems like some of them might be remotely interesting. Who knows? Wait, do I not have... Oh, I don't have Amp Curse. Oh my gosh, I messed up my rotation quite a lot. See if they stop me here. Okay. They're really trying to kill my pet. There we go. Just kind of it's a little stressful of a game. Hey, three-wheeled. What a bizarre round. I think that's right. Very, very stressful. Positioning wise, that priest was just pumping damage from the top, but that meant that he literally didn't fear that entire round. I don't know. I don't think that's the right positioning. He's safe from the ret, but the ret still pumping damage. I'll play up if I have to, but I don't. I think it's detrimental. If not everyone's playing up, then you're kind of like losing out on utility. Good. I like this dragon. He's like, nope, we're not going up. I'm not sure about this. All right. Like the dragon flew me down. So I took the gate up and then the dragon flew me down. So I was like, okay, we'll play down. But then we just ended up super split up because the Shadow Priest is like single-mindedly going up to the top. Like he doesn't adapt, which is kind of good. So I mean, we're just gonna kite this guy. Look, we're gonna be 3v2 because this Shadow Priest is gonna be up top. He's like, do I come down? Yeah, the answer is yes, but we'll see. Hey there, Mix. Do I have a pet attack macro for demo? It's just slash pet attack, I'm pretty sure. I think it's slash pet attack one word. Um, slash pet attack. I think I throw, yeah, I throw slash devour magic so that when I'm on slash cast devour magic, when I'm playing something with a fell hunter, it also devour magics. I'm basically spamming that while I'm playing, honestly. Let's see, yeah, because I'm just like right now, especially when I'm like Cyclone or something, I'm just spamming it so you devour magics as much as possible, and then hit up the healer. This is big damage here. There we go. Gonna try one button on your ret pally, see if the rotation actually changes. You know, it'll be nice. Like it'll at least like if it's at all different than what you normally do, it'll at least make you question what you're doing. Be like, okay, is this actually optimal, or have I just been doing this out of habit from before? So that's actually a nice feature. I'm looking forward to testing it on my other classes, and also just trying it on a new warlock. We're gonna power level a by power level. I mean, we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, but do it as fast as we can. I actually fat fingered my dark pack there along with the we're just trying to spam some damage. is not a great situation. So we are nice. Is it just me or did that steering glare last a really long time? So if I can survive for a little bit here, we can recover. Uh-oh, that might be a tall order. Here we go. All right, big damage here. There we go. Okay, just one more round and then then we'll wrap. Yeah, been a short stream just because the late start due to Blizzard's crazy update that broke a few things. A few things seem to work, but they seem pretty useless. I wonder if they're even good in PvE. Wouldn't be surprised if they're not. Uh-oh. That was close. Unfortunately, we used all our defenses there. Oh, nice. He missed a kick. Okay. Poor Shadow Priest 106. Oh well. All right, all. I think that was a nice little stream. We experimented with a few things. Only a couple hours? Wow, we actually did quite a lot. We got a bunch of lobbies and a bunch of blitzes. And I think we pretty definitively determined that the belt is not worth it for PvPers, at least right now. I'll test more of it on my main, I think, soon. Because I do wonder, might be better in certain situations. Let's go ahead and send these Titan shards to my main. What? Q popped. Warband bank, stick it there. My warband. Is that right? I don't think my bank is empty. Oh, never mind. I'm silly. I just had a search term open. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to dip here. I'll be on again. I'm not sure about later today, but definitely so. With the exception of reset days where they take super long to bring the servers back online, with the exception of that, I'll be on weekdays pretty regular schedule. I put the schedule in my Twitch so you can see it. I'm gonna try and stick to that as much as I can. Otherwise, I'll be recording videos. I might do additional streams in the evenings and stuff. We'll see. Kind of day-to-day thing, but I don't want to put that on the schedule because I'm not sure yet. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Hope you found what you needed, which is that the belt is not worth doing a bunch of delves for. So don't do that. But I don't know. If they buff it, then maybe. Yeah, no worries. I love being the guinea pig. All right, thanks all. See you soon. GG's.